Hello folks and welcome back to another video. My name is Jellyfish and I hope you're doing well. This is episode 4 of our What Remains of Edith Finch playthrough, folks. That name always gets me. I always kind of forget what it's called a little bit. It's an interesting name for a game and a very interesting game itself. I gotta say, I'm pretty encapsulated by it. And we load back in. Let's see, we're in Sam's modern room, I believe. Like, not modern, but like the room that he, I guess, spent his time in. Yeah, that's right, we climbed up the balcony. It's all coming back, folks. It's all coming back. Let's see what else we can find in here. Drawer left a strewn. What do we got here? An airline ticket? Man, Sam? What? I think that's his name, right? What a way to go. Getting, like, impaled by a deer antler and thrown off a cliff.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Man, Sam went after that death. There's our boy. In active duty, it looks like. He probably served in Nam or Korea or something. S. Finch. Wow, apparently got a Purple Heart here, a couple other ribbons. I'm not well versed in my military ribbons. I wish I was. But he seems to be a pretty decorated lad. Here we go. Right past his ruck. That's sick. That's a cool ruck. The metal frame on it? That's old school, man. Here we go. Forgive my throat. I kind of have like a sore throat. I think I'm getting a cold right now. Got some MREs, man. We used to eat these when we were camping all the time, like out in the middle of winter. Middle of nowhere, heating these up. Could never quite get them warm in the winter, I'll tell you that much. But, man, that brings me back. This must have been his little space. And it looks the farther we go, the further back in time we travel for him, perhaps. Like, this is probably Calvin's, don't you think? Let's see. And we're into Gregory's room, it appears. Let's see where Gregory is. Do we have a Gregory? We do have a Gregory. Gregory only lived a year, if that. From 60, what was it, 76 to 77. The frog. Let's see what we got. Divorce contract. Hold on now. No, I don't want to put it down. Hey. Come on now, Edith. You know what I want. I want to read it.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but...
So this is Sam and Kay's divorce. Divorce filings, I guess. Oh, we're playing as the frog currently. Excuse me, duck.
Time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Uh-oh.
Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Oh, I thought for sure that
Maybe
bath
if I
was gonna
hadn't
be it.
called that night.
Damn it.
Oh, he's calling again.
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Let's see. Get back on the whale and turn the faucet on or something? I don't know. Yeah, there it is.
I wish you could have told us.
I don't know, man. I refuse to accept that a frog is what did us in. A little toy frog. Baby Gregory never stood a chance, folks. Alrighty. Look around a
I
little
can't
bit
imagine
and
my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
another one.
A poem for Gus, who
This must have
always
been.
said the wedding was a bad idea.
I wonder if this was Edith's brother? I want to say her brother, perhaps? I don't know.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, the words get collected to my tail. Is that just gibberish? Oh, we gotta unscramble it with the kite, apparently.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Interesting. Not a bad poem by any means.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
So this is during the wedding. Not sure of who. Perhaps Edith's mother. Depending on where Gus is on the chain, I suppose. Where's our next word? I don't even know, folks. I don't even know. We can, like, hit stuff with the kite. Is it over here somewhere? Hey, the totem pole is still standing. I don't see anything, folks. Oh, what is all this? Did I completely miss that? Am I really that
When the
blind?
time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
Come here.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh. Or perhaps this is Edith's mom's brother? That kind of makes sense. Because he lived in 82. Can I look? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so okay, so he's, I believe Dawn's Gregory's mom. What am I talking about? Dawn is Edith's mom, and so Gus is Dawn's brother. This is the story of Edith's uncle, Gus. Oh, come on. It's hard to control
Wind
this
picked
thing.
up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
So the geese are coming, I guess. And let's see. Perhaps by the tent? There's some more words we need to unscramble. It's kind of hard to find the words sometimes. Oh! Oh!
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Nature might destroy it. My goodness. There, we got all the chairs. Everything is mine. Into the tent. Oh.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
This is nuts. Perhaps now we destroy the tent? Oh, we got some lightning. Is this how the totem pole gets knocked over? Is it Gus's tornado of wedding furniture? Make the music louder. Let's see. I'm not totally sure, folks. This part's kind of tricky. We just gather all the stuff and let it get struck by lightning or what? I don't know. You got me, game. I don't know. Well, I'm just kind of randomly flying my kite around. Oh! Apparently that did it. I don't know. And he got crushed by the
I wish
tent.
that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
That's unfortunate. I believe he got crushed by the tent, I want to say. On the wedding day. Talk about a bad omen, folks.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Huh. It's an interesting name. It's a good name. It's a strong name. Let me just take a look and make sure. Okay. No, we're good. Wanted to make sure our volume was good. And it looks like Grandma Edie might have roped part of this room off as well. Raise flags, 7:30. Duties, interesting. So Gus was a pretty disciplined young lad, it seems. A rock wall. There it is.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
I suppose. It seems like a challenge to get to bed every night. What are you gonna do? Oh, this is nice. This is Edith's mother's room. Or loft, I guess.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Perhaps I could see that for sure. Look at the old school computer, or whatever it is. I think that's a computer.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay. So that is Edith's father. Excuse me while I take a sip of hot Joe, folks. Here we have the schedule or calendar, it looks like. Interesting. Oh, here we go.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
I feel like that would be an insanely cool
Louis was
life
born
experience.
a year later.
So, Dawn and Sanjay got to work pretty quick, I guess. And Louis, who was the last member of the Finch family to go missing before they left the house for some reason, is Edith's brother. Let's see.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
That's fair.
I'm sure
I can
Edie
imagine.
was happy to have her back.
That would be devastating. And she's got garden. Looks like all that potting
And to see
soil is
kids in the house
perhaps
again.
perhaps it was Dawn's. Oh, this is so cool up here. It's like a little cottage.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
I can imagine.
And for a while, things were good. Almost
It's a little-
normal.
Little classroom up here. That's cool. Hopefully whatever's in this cage didn't get left behind.
But it didn't last.
Odin Finch, look at this. Unfortunately, we can't read this. Moving on.
The beginning
Oh,
of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when
I gotta-
Edie gave him a castle.
got a couple ways to go. This is crazy cool. We're at the very tippity top of the Finch home. And look at that view. Look at that view. I feel like that's almost screenshot worthy, folks. Bear with me here. Hold on. That will for sure be our thumbnail for today's episode. Excuse me, my throat. Let's see. Any way to get into Milton's castle here? Of course there is. I love navigating the Finch home. I find it quite entertaining. So this is Milton's humble abode. And it appears somebody was here with some messy feet. My goodness. This is quite interesting. Very interesting.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
It's a frog. I will never look at frogs the same after poor Gregory. Let's see. There it is. Oh, that's so cool. There's Milton. Yeah, Milton sure liked his painting, folks. Yeah, what do we got here?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh. Oh, that's so cool. Look at this. It's a little animation. Of an animation, folks. It's Inception. That's so cool. It's him painting. That door right behind us. And he walks in and vanishes. I'll have to look that one up. My goodness.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
He just vanished. I feel like we gotta go into the door now.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
So Lewis and Milton both disappeared. That's crazy. So if we hit this, does it go back up, or do we just leave? That takes us back up. Okay. I was wondering if it would take us down. I don't know. There's another way to go, though. So we gotta head back and cross that little bridge. And then we can head up the stairs to the left, it seems. It seems like that's gonna be it. I wonder if these footprints, like, tell us anything. What does this say? Murder probe, clues exhausted. Extra American newspaper 1 now available. Okay.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh, that's unsettling. See if there's anything around the back of Milton's little castle. Pretty sick room. I would sleep there, 10 out of 10. And nothing there except we got trapped, so now we have to walk all the way around. Not complaining about that view for one instance, though. I like how you can see the shadow, too. In a lot of games, you can't see your shadow. I feel like there's, like, ominous music. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I thought I heard something.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Wow, look at this, folks. We were far from the tippity top of the house. And Lewis blamed himself for Milton's disappearance.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room.
I wonder why.
Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Let's take a look at the boat right here. We can go up this way. This way doesn't go anywhere, though. That stairway no longer exists, apparently. That's fine. Wonder if Lewis liked sailing? Now this would be the hangout spot, folks. If you know what I mean. No, I didn't mean to let go. The movement's a little confusing sometimes in this game. Let's see. There it is. And Milton's got like a hookah pipe, so it is the spot, folks. It is the spot.
Room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Ah, good to know. That's funny. That is funny, man. I'm starting to relate to Lewis a little bit. All the video game controllers. He was very into, looks like, recreational activities, though, and we still got some here, it looks like. That's the first time I've ever seen that in a video game, I will say. Like, straight up. I'm pretty sure. Like, just like Bud sitting out. That's crazy.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery.
Uh-oh.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Uh-oh. So he's sick of his everyday
his
life.
mind began to
wander, I presume.
Wander.
Oh, this is crazy. So you're playing with the right stick, as is whatever this is, and then with the left, you got to be cutting fish.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved.
And something moved.
Bats. And toads. and things that have not names.
Oh, this is not gonna end well, folks.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Oh, this is interesting.
But he found something more.
This gameplay is actually crazy.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss,
Uh-huh.
but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Yeah, because he's not paying attention to anything. Focus might be a little bit of an exaggeration, or
Like a whole new Lewis.
I can't even talk, man. I'm focusing so hard on
So I
controlling
let him
two
go
things
on.
at once. She'd let him go.
I even encouraged him.
To keep daydreaming at the cannery? I don't know about that.
It seemed very promising at first.
I don't know about that.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Little Dow.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
That's crazy.
Then he made musicians.
There, I'm getting the hang of that.
And
Fishing,
songs for them to play.
fishing and walking around here. Just
He
two
talked
different
about
things,
starting
folks.
a band. And he was always humming something.
Lewis
Every day
Topia's
his
thriving.
imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery,
Interesting. So he's just in this world.
but
This
his
is his
chopping was as
reality now.
reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him
Uh-oh.
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination,
That is crazy and kind of terrifying.
so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor,
Of course, he's gonna win, right?
and he won.
Yep. Sounds about right. Where do I go from here? This way?
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
My
It
goodness.
became a game for him.
Let's see.
He'd conquer
Oh.
a city, then immediately push on.
The Empire of Lewis Topia is expanding.
New
folks.
Louisville.
Try not to hit any rocks or islands on the
St.
way.
Louis.
St. Louis, there it is.
He started
Uh-oh.
drifting away from our reality.
Oh, curve it. There it is. Oh no, we're gonna strike, folks. We're gonna strike. Oh, that's okay. I guess nothing happens.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the
Minneapolis.
cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Wow, he's lost in it, folks. Come on, give me more fish. He is lost in his imagination.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Beautiful prince, handsome queen, I guess.
handsome queen.
And thus we go, folks. Oh boy. Take our little Viking ship and go.
The queen was on her
Sinister
own
serpent.
quest for
Let's hit radiant rainbows. Get there.
radiant rainbows.
There we go. Oh! There we go. Oh, we're terrible.
He followed the sound of her.
Silver harp, silver harp, silver harp. Wow, it's like trying to overwhelm
Silver
you. I think
harp.
that's what it is. I think it's like trying to overstimulate you until you mess up almost. Well, we're gonna give it a run for its money, if that's the case. Come on, more fish. We're doing fine.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
And the notice how the world in his head is just taking over more and more of the
He knew
screen,
the
just like
world
how
was
it's
all
taking
in his
over more and more of
imagination.
Lewis's life, and the fish are speeding up.
But he was so proud of having created it.
My goodness, he didn't want to leave.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
He is the ruler. He is the deity, folks. He doesn't want to leave. This is his kingdom. Oh, I feel like we're gonna drag him over and get decapitated. I don't know.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
That's crazy.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Yep. It takes over. It took him over, folks.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
Yeah. Lewis, Lewis, Lewis.
It was hard to argue with him.
And now we're completely... Or are we in the cannery? No, we're in the cannery. Okay. Okay. We're in the locker room of the cannery, for sure. This must be Lewis's locker. Hey, there it is. There it is, folks. Nothing to do there, I
Began
guess,
to
though?
forget the world we know.
And we're in the cannery. Look at this place.
I think
Wow.
it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Is this what canneries actually look like? That's insane. Oh, it's the Lewis. There he is.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
My goodness, folks. There's Lewis. There he is.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Wow.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Wow. So he's blended the worlds, it seems. He's on the conveyor belt at the cannery, but in his head he is going down the royal carpet, being crowned, perhaps. I don't
Including
know.
the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Wow. Oh, it's Molly. Yo. I wonder if there are other hidden people in here. I don't know why Molly's there. That's interesting.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
We ascend to the throne. To our beautiful queen.
There was only one thing left to do.
It's just gonna end and he's gonna be like falling into it. I don't even know.
Bend down his head.
Oh no! Oh no! Yo, it's a guillotine, my guy. Don't you do it. Oh, Lewis.
And the rest I think you know.
Oh,
Mrs. Finch, your son
Lewis.
was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh, Lewis. Wow. Heartbreaking, folks. That one was heartbreaking.
My
for
brother was
sure.
really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Huh. And with that sorrowful note, folks, I believe this is where we're going to call it for the day. I appreciate you tuning in so much. It means the absolute world to me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe. And after all that, folks, I hope you have a wonderful day. Jellyfish out.